Imagine a football tournament so massive that it stretches across 3 countries. A tournament featuring more teams than ever before. More matches, more fans, bigger stadiums, and billions of eyes watching from every corner of the planet. What if I told you that the 2026 FIFA World Cup won't just be another World Cup? It could become the greatest sporting event humanity has ever seen. From the bustling streets of New York to the vibrant cities of Mexico and Canada, from legendary football powerhouses to nations making history for the very first time, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is set to change football forever. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this tournament is already being called the most ambitious World Cup ever created. So hit that like button, subscribe for more World Cup content, and let's dive into the biggest football story of our generation. For nearly a century, the FIFA World Cup has captured the imagination of billions. We've witnessed unforgettable moments, Maradona's brilliance, Brazil's dominance, Germany's precision, Messi's magical triumph in Qatar. But 2026 is different. This isn't simply another chapter in football history. This is an entirely new era. For the first time ever, the FIFA World Cup will be hosted by 3 nations simultaneously: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. 3 countries, 3 cultures, 3 football stories, 1 giant tournament. Never before has a World Cup been organized on such a scale. The geographical size alone is mind-blowing. Fans could travel thousands of miles between matches. Teams will experience different climates, cities, and atmospheres unlike anything seen before. This World Cup isn't just crossing borders, it's connecting an entire continent. Now here's where things get even bigger. For decades, only 32 nations competed at the World Cup. That changes in 2026. FIFA is expanding the tournament to a record-breaking 48 teams. Think about that. 16 additional nations will get the chance to chase football immortality. More countries, more stories, more underdogs, more surprises, more drama. Many nations that rarely qualify now have a realistic opportunity to make history. Imagine a small football nation shocking a global giant on the biggest stage. Imagine millions of fans celebrating their country's first ever World Cup appearance. The expansion means the beautiful game will reach more corners of the world than ever before. And that's exactly what FIFA wants, a truly global tournament. If more teams weren't enough, the tournament will also feature a record number of matches. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar had 64 matches. The 2026 World Cup, an astonishing 104 matches. That's 40 more opportunities for unforgettable moments. 40 more opportunities for giant killings. 40 more opportunities for football history. For fans, it's a dream. For content creators, it's endless excitement. For players, it's the ultimate challenge. Every single day during the tournament will feel like a football festival. The United States is expected to host the majority of the matches. And when it comes to infrastructure, few countries can match America's scale. The stadiums are enormous. The technology is cutting edge. The transportation networks are vast. And the entertainment factor? Second to none. Many of the stadiums being used are home to NFL teams and regularly host crowds exceeding 70,000 spectators. Some can hold more than 80,000 fans. Imagine those venues packed with passionate football supporters from around the globe. The atmosphere could be absolutely electric. But perhaps the biggest story is this. Football has been growing rapidly in the United States. The sport that was once considered secondary is now exploding in popularity. And the World Cup could be the moment that changes everything forever. While America brings scale, Mexico brings history. Mexico will become the first nation ever to host World Cup matches in 3 different tournaments. Think about that achievement. The country previously hosted in 1970, then again in 1986, and now in 2026. No nation has ever done that. Mexican fans are famous for creating some of the loudest and most passionate atmospheres in world football. Their love for the game is legendary. Every match played in Mexico is expected to feel like a football carnival, a celebration of culture, passion, and national pride. Then there's Canada. For years, Canada wasn't considered a football powerhouse, but things are changing fast. The Canadian national team has developed exciting young talent and has begun earning respect on the global stage. Hosting the World Cup gives Canada a unique opportunity to inspire an entirely new generation of football fans. Millions of young Canadians will watch the world's best players perform in their own backyard, and many of them will dream of becoming future stars themselves. That's the power of the World Cup. It doesn't just create champions, it creates dreams. Now let's talk numbers. The World Cup is already the most watched sporting event on Earth. The 2026 edition could break every record imaginable, with more teams, more matches, more countries involved, and easier viewing access across North America. The audience could reach billions upon billions of viewers. Think about that for a moment. At any given time, people from almost every nation on Earth will be united by one thing: football. Different languages, different cultures, different backgrounds. Yet everyone watching the same game, the same emotions, the same unforgettable moments. Very few events on Earth can bring humanity together like that. Every World Cup creates legends: Pelé, Maradona, Zidane, Ronaldo, Messi. But 2026 will introduce a new generation. Somewhere among those 48 teams is a young player whose life is about to change forever. A player most fans have never heard of. A future superstar waiting for their moment. A dramatic goal, a stunning save, a miracle performance, and suddenly the world knows their name. That's the magic of the World Cup. Every tournament creates new heroes. And with more teams participating than ever before, there will be more opportunities than ever for someone to shock the world. The World Cup isn't just about football. It's about tourism, business, jobs, infrastructure, and economic growth. Millions of visitors are expected to travel across North America. Hotels will be packed, restaurants will be filled, cities will come alive. The tournament's economic impact is expected to reach billions of dollars. Entire communities could benefit from the influx of visitors. The World Cup leaves a footprint that lasts long after the final whistle. When you put everything together, the picture becomes clear. 3 host nations, 48 teams, 104 matches, billions of viewers, historic stadiums, passionate fans, future legends, record-breaking attendance, and unforgettable moments waiting to happen. The 2026 FIFA World Cup isn't just bigger than previous tournaments. It's bigger in every possible way. This is football's boldest experiment, its grandest stage, its most ambitious celebration, and if everything goes as planned, it may become the greatest World Cup the world has ever seen. The countdown has begun. The stadiums are preparing, the nations are dreaming, and football fans everywhere are getting ready for history. But here's my question for you. Which country do you think will win the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and which underdog nation could shock the entire world? Drop your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're bringing you the biggest World Cup stories, predictions, stadium tours, team profiles, and breaking news all the way to the final in 2026. The biggest World Cup in history is coming, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it.